It's Saturday and I just did my first order of the day. It's Chick-fil-A drop off. Just had the urge to talk about something. I don't know. Some days I'm like that. Oh, there's a cop right there. I don't know if they live there or... You gotta be careful with these places, man. I've been pulled over for running a stop sign twice now. And it will, you know, it's not like I just blew through the stop sign. I did like 90% of the people do. You kind of roll up to the stop sign. If it's completely clear, you know, you don't quite come to a complete stop. That's what I got pulled over for. Both times it was completely clear. It's not even really a main road where I was at. Well, I guess it kind of was, but it's not like, I mean, you know, like a highway like this or, you know, anything really trafficy. But either way, when I got to it, it was clear. And it's not like I just didn't slow down at all. I slowed down, came to almost a stop, and then kept going. And the first time was, damn it. These cars that go real slow, and then you get ready to turn and you look over and it's like they're speeding up. Anyways, so yeah, and both times it was the same thing. I can't remember what I was saying, but you know, basically I just, you know, I ran a stop sign, got pulled over for that. So now I'm paranoid. You know, you be in these kind of side streets or residential streets. You know, again, I always come to at least almost a stop in those, even when there's nobody around. But now you never know. Look, the car's coming up. Now you never know when a cop's gonna, you know, jump out of the freaking, you know, bushes somewhere and pull you over. I was talking about a video yesterday. Speed limit back there, I'm gonna side note. The speed limit back there is 45. It's 45 just for a bit, and then it goes 55, 60. But people still want to blow through it like, you know, 70 miles an hour like this car just passed me. And you know, it's like, okay, yeah, whatever, dude. You know, if you want to speed. The problem is they don't just speed. You know, if you get in front of them in any way, they'll want to ride your ass or cut you off and do all kinds of stuff like they on the road. So, you know, those kind of drivers, that's the way they are. It's like their name is on the road. Wherever they're at, they should be able to do what they want to do, and you should get out of the way and accommodate them being able to get from point A to point B. And you know, I've said this before. Usually, it's the same kind of people. Everybody, if you've been driving for any length of time, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, what was I saying? Over here when I did the Chick-fil-A pickup, as I was pulling out, getting ready to get out of the parking lot, I looked over and I saw this area where people normally turn out of the parking lot was coned off, and there was a wrecked car right there with a cop with their emergency lights on. So apparently a wreck had happened there sometime before I started my dash. And you know, it's a place that I try to avoid as much as I can because it's very dangerous. I'm surprised there's not more wrecks there. You know, on that note, I've talked about before, every single building except for this bank right here, every single building that you see up here to the right has been built in the past 7 or 8 years. Some of them just in the past couple years. One of the first buildings was this Chick-fil-A. For the longest time, there was nothing here. This was just all open field. This was actually a 2-lane road for a while.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
I think, I'm trying to remember exactly. Well, there wasn't any of these traffic lights. When they first built these buildings, they still didn't have any traffic lights. So I saw at least, I think, 2 wrecks happen because of people trying to go and get their fast food and get back out on this road, and there was no traffic control. That you just saw back there a ways. I had to kind of play Frogger, getting across the, you know, this crossover out of that residential neighborhood. And it's so freaking dangerous. Texas doesn't care about their drivers. But even once they got all this stuff in there, they just kept building and building and building, you know, and it's so freaking congested here because of all these fast food places. They built this big, you know, monstrosity to our right. They got the speedway to the left. All these houses coming in. It's just so congested. So
Take the next right, then turn left.
I'm surprised there's not more wrecks. There's wrecks in this area that you see around here pretty frequently, but I'm surprised there's not more. I'm surprised there's like not one like every couple hours because it's so dangerous. I had more to say, but I'll finish what I was saying later. You know, I've talked about it before. DoorDash is easy. You know, there's not a whole lot you can complain about doing this job. You know, but like every job, even if it's easy.
In 300 feet, turn right toward Texas 114 East.
There's these things that...
Turn right toward Texas 114 East, then turn right onto Texas 114 East.
Yeah. There's these things that... routine things that you have to deal with every day that just they start to kind of grate on you. You know, dealing with the same problem day in and day out. So for DoorDash, one of those is traffic, of course. You know, there'll be days where it's not bad at all. You know, but then you'll get several days of just real heavy, dense
Take the next
traffic.
right onto North Freeway.
Everywhere you go, you can't get around it. You know, yesterday was that way. Today's Saturday. I was kind of hoping it would be lighter today, but so far not so much.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Bucky's Boulevard.
And it's especially, you know,
Take the next right onto Bucky's Boulevard, then turn right onto Lone Star Circle.
I've got to leave this thing unmuted because I don't want to miss turns, and so the audio cue helps me. So sorry, that's going to be the case anytime I have this going.
Take the next right onto Lone Star Circle.
Anyways, so like right now, I just got a Whataburger order. I did my first order of the day, got back to the area, got a Whataburger order, pull in, tell them while I'm there. As I'm waiting, I get another order.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Texas 114 East.
It's for like $2.25 to go 3.5 miles. I don't take anything under $3, so I declined it. And then, like right after that, I got one from
Take
McDonald's.
the next right onto Texas 114 East.
It was a little bit better, but then, you know, you're waiting for a long time for the Whataburger. It wasn't a super duper long time, but, you know, it was longer than I wanted to wait. So I finally get the order. Now I know I've got to go get McDonald's. I got to fight my way over there in the traffic. I go in there. They don't put this particular McDonald's, for some reason, they will not put the food on the mobile shelf. You know, I'm sure they have all kinds of excuses. They leave it right behind the counter, but I don't want to just grab it and go.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto I-35 West Service Road.
I don't want to just grab it and go, you know, because I just don't feel right reaching behind the counter. But if I stand there and wait for them to address me, you know, it takes forever. Try to stand there and be polite, wait for them to say, hey, how can I help you, sir? But they won't do it. You have to kind of force your way in, so to speak. So when I go up to the counter and ask for it, I mean, that's kind of irrelevant, and just, you know, kind of the frustrations that you have to go through. So get the order. The McDonald's is over here. It's not far. I mean, McDonald's. The drop-off for McDonald's is not far. It's right over here. But I can't just come out of the McDonald's and pull out onto this road because the traffic is so heavy, and I need these where I'm at right now. So I have to go way around so I'm not having to force my way into traffic and risk, a wreck. Yeah, I'll probably be fine 9 times out of 10, but there'll be that 10th time. So that's why I don't like taking those kind of risks. As much as I'm driving every day in and out of traffic and stuff, I don't want to raise my risk, the odds of something bad happening. But it's frustrating because I know, well, I have to go way around, even though it's right over here.
Turn left onto I-35 West Service Road. Continue on I-35 West Service Road for half a mile.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to get this dropped off, and I know I have this other Whataburger order that I picked up.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Ashmore Lane.
This looks like it's going to be to a business. And see, that's the other thing. You think, well, dashing on the weekends, you're not going to get as many businesses. And the first one was to a house, but I'm pretty sure.
Turn right onto Ashmore Lane.
I'm pretty sure both these orders are going to be to a business. This one's going to be to a business, and the Whataburger one I know is to a business because it already said something like, the shop or something like that.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto East Sam Lee Lane.
And then you get this crap. People that are lost, they don't really know where to go, so they drive exceptionally slow as they're
take the next left onto East Sam Lee Lane,
trying to figure out where they need to be, because these people, they never look in the rearview mirror. I understand, I do it too. Door dashing, you're trying to find
in half a mile, turn right.
You're trying to find a street number. And that's the other thing, just past the cop. You gotta watch out for cops, because they're bored, they're looking for any reason to pull people over. All these stupid distribution centers that I keep talking about, you're hoping that this freaking GPS is actually taking you to the right place and not something stupid, and then you waste a bunch of time with that.
Take the next right, then turn right.
Yep, see? God dang it, man.
Take the next right.
This isn't right. The GPS is showing, had me turn this way.
Mile, turn right.
But the GPS is showing back this way. And with the end point being one of these, this loading dock here. Oh my God, I get sick of this crap. 4,500. 4,500 is where I'm supposed to be. Let me go down here. It's like I keep talking about, like every one of my damn videos. You get these stupid distribution centers where the route stops, and then you have there's several dots leading to the end pin, and the end pin is in the middle of the building. So you don't know which one of these freaking places am I supposed to be at. That says 4250. Sorry, I get so tired of this crap. 4,500 is the one I'm looking for. I don't know if this is it or not. I see a suite number, but I don't see a building number, or not a building number, a street number. Let me go down here and see if it has one on this corner. And see, there's no cars. I mean, this is it, 4,500. I'll just pray that this is it. I mean, this is where I'm supposed to meet the customer, I mean. This is contactless delivery. It's gonna be a long video. I mean, I don't know if you could see that on the camera. Yeah, it's a contactless delivery. You know, so I'm not supposed to interact with the customer according to that. And then, you know, you normally, you know, with those it says call customer and get instructions or whatever. But normally I don't even do that because, you know, it's like a house or something. It's not normally a business that says that. So in this case, I definitely need to get the instructions of where to drop off. So you call the customer. They don't speak English very well. You know, no offense to people, but I mean, come on. And so I'm sitting there trying to explain to him where I'm at and making sure that's correct. And there's all kinds of confusion because he doesn't really understand what I'm saying. And I'm sitting there trying to tell him, hey, I've got another order. I got to get going. You know, in other words, you know, hint, hint. I can't sit here forever trying to get you to understand what I'm trying to do. You know, this is what I talk about. My frustration is, you know, these people, they do these DoorDash orders and they don't think at all about, okay, you know, when this person tries to deliver the order to me, you know, have I done all I can do to make it, you know, make it as smooth of a process as I can? Especially when you're at a facility like that, you know. But yeah, I'm just trying to explain to him, describe where I'm at. You know, I'm trying to describe where I'm at because there's no, by the way, there's no instructions. Just leave at my door, contactless delivery, whatever. You know. So I'm trying to describe where I'm at the best I can, you know, and finally got him just to say yes, I can leave it there, you know. And I took a picture of it as I always am supposed to do, put a description and left. But you know, all that wasted time, you know. And yes, it's just a few minutes, but it's unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. And then there was somebody, as I'm getting there, I'm trying to call the customer. Somebody pulls up behind me and says, "Sir." Uh-oh, there must have been a wreck right here. There's a wreck right here. It just happened. It obviously just happened. You see all that debris on the road. There's two cars off. One was off in the grass and one was pulled over. I looked, there was damage to the passenger side door of the truck. I can't see what the white car. I don't know what style pickup truck that is or the white car. Anyways, this car pulls up behind me. There's two people in it, and the guy's like, "Sir, you know, such and such." And so I tell the guy on the phone, I said, "Hold on." He's sitting there trying to have a conversation. They're asking if the order I got is for, you know, some other name. And so I say no, and they move on. It's like, man. So now I'm going to go to this Whataburger drop-off. The description is handed to me. It's a shop behind the office building. It's a shop behind the office building. You know. Oh, and it's trying to get me to go to Elizabeth Cemetery Road, which I do not like going down that road because it's a bad dirt road. I don't think there's any choice. Hello? Yes, hello? Yeah, I took a picture of you. Said to leave it where, you know, where I described to you. It's the DHL door. It says DHL on it. It's Suite 300 is the number right above it. Check the app. I've got a picture of it. The McDonald's order is sitting right there for you. I can't go back. I've already dropped it off. I put it. You told me to put it there, so it's there. It's where if you look at the picture, you'll see where it's at. But okay, I don't know what to tell you. I put it where you told me to put it, and I took a picture of it. Okay, go ahead. Now the guy's trying to say it's not there. He's probably trying to run a scam, and I accidentally closed out the dash app. Well, I took a picture of it, and I put a description exactly where, where it's at, so they can't sit there and tell me, they can't give me a contract violation. Took a good picture of it too. Yeah, and it had the building, the street number was correct. I called the customer. He verified the door I was at, and more than likely, because he can't speak good English, he meant for me to be at some other place. That, or he's running a scam, because again, he's saying that the order's not there, and I was sitting there telling him, yeah, it's I sent you a picture of exactly where it is, look at the picture, and he said, yeah, I looked, it's not there, and I said, I don't know what to tell you, I'm not going back. I mean, the only other option is they gave me the wrong address, but that's why I tried to call the customer and work it out. What DoorDash should do now is call me and ask me, instead of just going with, a contract violation. They should be calling and asking, hey, do you remember this one? The customer's saying such and such. All right, I don't know whose turn it is. No cars. This is going to want me to go up. I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is a bad dirt road. Maybe right here it's not. Oh, this used to be a dirt road. I guess they paved it. I haven't done a drop off at this one before. It's nice and paved now. Unless I'm thinking of a dirt. Well, I know there's a different part of this road where it still is a dirt road that it's really, really bad. It has the same road designation as this one does, is what I mean. Oh boy, look at this crap. What's this customer's name? Walter M. Shot behind the office building. I'm guessing the pin's kind of taking me straight, but then it stops. So then from there it pin stops right here. So now it's up to me to figure out where I'm supposed to be. And look at this crap, man. I'm gonna get a nail in my tire. This must be him. I'm gonna pull around this way. Easier. Make sure this thing's still going. Yeah, I'm 7 minutes into the second video file. Ugh. I don't know if you saw the guy. He came out and met me because he was watching his phone. Saw that I was pulling up. See, that's what they should be doing. $8 for 11 miles on this one, but it's a couple miles to get to the drop off to the pickup. So it's probably more like 8 miles from the pickup. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, the guy calls. He says that the order's not there. Not this last one, obviously. The other one, the McDonald's one. And I said, well, no, it's I put it where you told me to put it. I put it at the door. I took a picture of it. I said, look at the picture. That'll show where it's at. Oh, it's not there. I said, well, look at the picture. In other words, make sure you're at the right place, because I put it. When I was on the phone with him at the door, I was describing to him where I was at, right? And he was talking about trying to come to me, and who knows how long I would have been standing there waiting for him to get to me, and I got another order. And by that time, it's already been a while. So I didn't want to sit there and wait for him to find me, So, again, I'm describing to him where I'm at. I said, I'm at the southwest corner of the building. I'm at a glass door that says DHL supply chain, whatever it said on it, with a suite number above it of 300. Is that correct? Blah, blah, blah. I said, well, finally he's like, yeah. He's humming and hawing. I can't understand what he's saying because half of, he's real broken English. But, I described it to him like 2 or 3 times. I said, is that correct? And finally he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, this is a contactless delivery anyways. I said, I've got another order to deliver. I said, I can just leave it here and you can just come get it, okay? And he says, yes. I said, okay, I'm going to take a picture of it. So I get off the phone with him. I took a picture of it. I stood kind of back so you could see the door in the picture and the suite number and all that. Made sure the order was in the picture, of course. Nothing more I can do on that one. Remember, the GPS pin wasn't even taking me there. It ended well before that with the actual endpoint showing in the middle of the building. But the address matched what he gave me. I know because I looked at the street number. It was in big block numbers on the right at the corner of the building where I was at, and right there. So I know I went to the right place. I was at the right address. He might wanted me to deliver it to a different entrance, but I was at the right address, and I took a picture of it. Hopefully the DoorDash people aren't freaking dumb butts and give me a contract violation on that.